Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So we're going to try this again. I just went live, and it was all pink. So sorry about that. I'm really sorry if you were watching me earlier. So we're going to start over now. So we're going to talk today about ways to be kind to others. So things are tough right now, right? I mean, with this crazy coronavirus and all the unrest and divisiveness in the country, and I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we all sheltered at home for months, and then now we're not sheltering as much, and things are crazy. I mean, now the virus is exploding all over the place. I mean, gosh, if you're in Arizona or Texas or Florida, it's crazy. I mean, even in Utah, it's exploding. So, I mean, things are crazy, right? So, good afternoon, Mary. Thanks for being here. Anitra, thank you. I'm glad you can see me now. Sorry about that. Anyway, so now's a really good time to just go out of your way and be kind to others whenever you can, right? Being kind doesn't have to be a big deal. I mean, you don't have to be sacrificial or a martyr to be nice to other people. Remember when you learned the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, it's just that easy. Being kind doesn't have to cost you anything more than a smile or remembering your manners, and it's easy to develop a kindness habit. Once you get into the groove of being kind to people, it just gets easier. It's a much easier habit to create than all those habits we talk about every day, right? And so I have some suggestions to help get you started. The first one is smile. Smiling is easy, it's cheap, it's sustainable, and it's also contagious. I mean, smile at someone and their immediate reaction is to smile back. The act of smiling is relaxing and it floods your brains with endorphins, and it even lowers your blood pressure and your stress levels. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right? By making eye contact and giving a genuine smile, you're showing respect and you're making connections. So reach out. Don't wait for people to connect with you. Send a message or a card or flowers to someone you haven't seen in a while. Write emails to childhood or college friends that you haven't heard from forever and detail what's been happening in your life and ask questions about what's going on with them. Maybe you could tag them in an old photo on Facebook. Chances are you're going to brighten their day. I mean, seriously. And this can be even more meaningful these days with a lot of people staying home. Some of these people are pretty lonely, all alone in their house. Some people are alone, and they just don't have other people around with them, right? And it can get lonely, it can get depressing. So if you know someone that's been having a rough time, check in with them with an "Are you okay?" message. If you have elderly neighbors, check in with them to see if they need anything. Mary says, absolutely. And Anitra says, I guess we all better learn to smile. Yes. Yes, smiling is probably the easiest thing to do. Pick up the phone, call your grandma or your favorite aunt or your best friend. Use FaceTime, right? So you can see you can see the image of your friend, right? And then you could see each other, and at least that's best. But at least if you can't do that, then call them so you can hear their voice. We're going to need to do better than just merely texting right now. Offer some hugs. I know this one's a little hard, but offer your partner, your kids, your friends a random hug just for no reason. So many people are starved of physical affection, and often as children grow up, they get hugged by their parents less and less. And so a warm hug lifts them up and will make everyone feel good. Now, granted, I have to put this caveat in there. This is going to be a little more difficult during this crazy pandemic. We just can't walk around and hug everybody. I get it, right? But you can hug those you are around a lot, those who live with you or who are already in your close presence. And you can offer a virtual hug to everyone else. It's not as good, obviously, but it's something, right? So if you're in a group of people and you're doing your best to be safe and you're wearing masks and you're social distancing, you could say something like, God, I wish I could give you a hug. Here's a virtual hug, right? And you can both do it. Like, can you feel it? Can you feel this hug? I love you so much, right? And then tell them when this is over, I'll give you a real big one, a real one. And just keep doing that. I mean, or tell them how important they are to you and put your hand on your heart and let them know, hey, I love you and you're in here and I sure wish I could hug you right now, but I want you to know you're right here with me all day, right? Something like that. Just it's almost the words could be really almost more powerful than the hug right now, because especially since we can't do the hugs. So show up. If you're routinely too busy for social occasions, or your kids' school functions, you've been working hard, life's been really hard and busy and everything going on. Well, now with the coronavirus, I don't know, this might free up some of your time. You might be working from home, or unfortunately, you might not be working at all, whatever. But maybe give the gift of your time with your support. In fact, there's some really great ways that you can actually show up right now, in spite of all the social distancing and everything, because we have times maybe to try to do something different, and we have to get more creative. So be goofy, FaceTime some friends and listen to music together loud, sing along in funny voices, have a dance party in costumes on FaceTime or on Zoom, right? And laugh and laugh and laugh some more. Smile with our eyes. Can't show a smile behind a mask. Yeah, Anitra, you're absolutely right. That's the sucky thing about a mask, is that they can't tell if you're smiling. That's the one thing I hate. So you have to learn to smile more with your eyes. You're right. You're absolutely right. Eat and drink well. Open up the old cookbooks that just sit on your shelf. Cook a creative meal with the entire family. Open that bottle of wine you've been saving, and maybe let the kids have an extra soda or something. Have family time. Play the board games that your kids are always wanting to play, but you never really have, Or do you have a basketball post and goal? Play with the family in your backyard or in your driveway or whatever. Or maybe use that fire pit that you put in years ago that you haven't used as much as you were going to. Be a kindness role model. Think back to the people who have shown you kindness, maybe a teacher or a boss or a mentor. How did that affect your life? By including kindness in your life, you can be an excellent role model for other people, for your friends, your family, your colleagues, right? Show them that being kind is a priority for you. Give some random compliments. Notice when someone does a good job or when they're looking great. You seriously have the power to lift their day, to make a huge difference in their day just by noticing and acknowledging their efforts. People don't feel seen these days. And I think if you can make them feel seen and make them feel important, you have that power to just make such a difference for that day for them. And then lastly, be kind to yourself, right? Taking time to connect with what really matters and brings us joy can also be beneficial. So at moments like this, extending a little kindness to ourselves is just as vital as being kind to others. Acknowledging and honoring whatever feelings we're having about the crisis can help improve our mental health. Because, things are crazy right now. And so go ahead and feel your emotions. If the trip you've been saving for is canceled, it's okay to be disappointed. I have a trip, Avon, all expense paid trip to Jamaica. It was supposed to be last month. It didn't happen. They've rescheduled it for November, but with the way the numbers are going crazy, and I still don't know if it's going to happen. But it's okay to be disappointed. Everybody can be disappointed. That's just what it is, right? If social distancing gets you down, it's okay to be lonely. Feel the sadness, cry and yell for a minute if that's what you need. Scream if you have to. Then intentionally find joy and be grateful for all that you have. And have faith that we will get through this. And then pass it on, because faith and joy are just as contagious as fear and panic. So why not? Let's pass on faith and joy instead of fear and panic, because fear and panic isn't going to help anything, right? So now I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? What ideas do you have for ways to be kind to others? Please get down in the comments and share your thoughts with us. I would love to hear your stories. And I want to thank Mary and Anitra for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So sorry we had a hiccup in the beginning, but glad it's working now. So go out there and have an amazing day. We are going to get through this. We are. And there is a light at the tunnel, and we're going to find it. So for right now, just go out and share love, spread joy, and have an amazing day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.